Sun Tzu was a Chinese general who lived around the 5th century BC. The collection of essays on the art of war attributed to Sun Tzu is the oldest known treatise on the subject. Despite its antiquity, Sun Tzu's advice remains relevant. The Art of War is the greatest strategy book of all time. It inspired Napoleon, Machiavelli, Mao Zedong, and many other historical figures. This 2,500-year-old book is one of the most important classical Chinese texts, and despite the passage of time, none of its principles has become outdated, nor is there a single piece of advice that is not useful today. General Sun Tzu's work is not only a book on military practice but a treatise that teaches the supreme strategy of applying knowledge of human nature wisely in moments of confrontation. Therefore, it is not a book about war but a work to understand the roots of a conflict and seek a solution. The greatest victory is to win without fighting, Sun Tzu tells us, and that is the distinction between the prudent and the ignorant. The core of Sun Tzu's philosophy of war rests on these two principles. All the art of war is based on deception. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu's ideas spread throughout the rest of Asia and reached Japan. The Japanese quickly adopted these teachings and possibly added some of their own. It is known that the main Japanese book on the subject, the Book of Five Rings, is influenced by Sun Tzu's philosophy, as its author, Miyamoto Musashi, studied the art of war during his training as a samurai. Eastern cultures are often referred to as cultures of strategy, and Sun Tzu's influence in this cultural development is significant. Today, the philosophy of the art of war has gone beyond strictly military boundaries, being applied to business, sports, diplomacy, and even personal behavior. For example, many key phrases in modern business management manuals are practically direct quotes from Sun Tzu's work, changing, for example, army to company or weaponry to resources, among other things. The ideas remain entirely valid despite the 25 centuries that have passed since they were written. In this video, we will address and analyze the main ideas from The Art of War and their application in the business world to achieve success by applying its teachings. If you are interested in this type of content, please subscribe. It would be a great help to our channel, and you'll have videos that will assist you in leading a healthy and successful life on our journey to 94. Chapter 1, Laying Plans. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors, to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. These are: the moral law, the accord between the ruler and his subjects, that their ruler is righteous in his conduct and that they remain loyal to him. Heaven signifies night and day, cold and heat, times and seasons. Earth comprises distances, great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. Method and discipline, defined as the marshalling of the army in its proper subdivisions, the graduations of rank among the officers, the maintenance of roads by which supplies may reach the army, and the control of military expenditure. These 5 factors should be familiar to every general. He who knows them will be victorious, he who knows them not will fail. Therefore, in your deliberations, when seeking to determine the military conditions, let them be made the basis of a comparison, in this wise. Which of the 2 sovereigns is imbued with the moral law? Which of the 2 generals has the most ability? With whom lie the advantages derived from heaven and earth? On which side is discipline most rigorously enforced? Which army is stronger? On which side are officers and men more highly trained? In which army is there the greater constancy both in reward and punishment? By means of these 7 considerations, I can forecast victory or defeat. The general that hearkens to my counsel and acts upon it, will conquer, let such a one be retained in command. The general that hearkens not to my counsel nor acts upon it, will suffer defeat, let such a one be dismissed. While heading the profit of my counsel, avail yourself also of any helpful circumstances over and beyond the ordinary rules. According as circumstances are favorable, one should modify one's plans. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Hold out baits to entice the enemy. Feign disorder, and crush him. If he is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. These military devices, leading to victory, must not be divulged beforehand. In a business context, Sun Tzu's principles from Chapter 1 of The Art of War emphasize the importance of strategic thinking, ethical leadership, adaptability, and resource management. They guide businesses to align their values and mission with the trust and loyalty of customers and employees. Stay attuned to changing market conditions and external influences. Foster leadership qualities like wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. Efficiently organize resources, operations, and strategies. These principles encourage businesses to analyze competitors, practice ethical conduct, remain adaptable, employ strategic deception, manage resources effectively, time market entry, and maintain a strong ethical foundation. Overall, they emphasize the need for a well-rounded and strategic approach to achieve success in the dynamic world of business.